Have you ever come across an idea so powerful, so unsettling, that it changed the way humans see everything, even themselves? Science is full of wild ideas. Black holes, relativity, quantum entanglement. But there's one idea that might just be the most dangerous of them all. Not because it's complex, but because it's uncomfortable. That idea is this: we are not special. Sounds simple, right? But when science came up with this one, it cracked the mirror we'd been admiring ourselves in for centuries. Let me explain. For most of human history, we believed the universe was made for us. The Earth was the center of everything, wrapped in crystal spheres with angels pushing stars around. We were the VIPs of creation. Every sunrise, every flower, every bolt of lightning, it was all for us. Then along came a Polish guy named Nicholas Copernicus. In the 1500s, he said, "Hey, maybe the sun doesn't go around us. Maybe we go around the sun." This wasn't just a telescope tweak, it was a paradigm shift. Suddenly, Earth was just one planet in a solar system, in a galaxy, in a universe that didn't even notice us. A century later, Galileo doubled down. He pointed his telescope upward and saw moons orbiting Jupiter. Not everything revolved around us. The church wasn't thrilled. He got put on trial. The idea spread like wildfire, and it didn't stop there. Enter Charles Darwin. In the 1800s, he set sail on the HMS Beagle and came back with an even more radical idea. Maybe humans weren't specially created. Maybe we evolved from other creatures. Slowly, blindly, through a process of trial and error called natural selection. From apes? Yes. From fish? Yes. From single-celled organisms floating in ancient oceans? Also yes. Here's a fun fact. About 98.8% of your DNA is identical to a chimpanzee's. You share genes with bananas, bacteria, and even houseplants. You are not separate from nature. You are nature. A walking, talking branch on the tangled tree of life. This terrified people. Not just because it challenged religious beliefs, but because it dethroned us. Again, we weren't the center of the cosmos, and now we weren't even the crown of creation. And science kept going. We discovered that our brains are just biological computers built from meat and electricity. That emotions are chemicals. That consciousness might just be an emergent property of complexity, not magic. Here's another wild one. Your body isn't even fully you. You're home to around 39 trillion microbial cells, more than your human ones. You're basically a walking planet. Then came the Big Bang Theory, no, not the sitcom, the idea that the entire universe began as a tiny, dense point 13.8 billion years ago and has been expanding ever since. It wasn't made for us, we just happened to show up. The universe is 93 billion light years across. There are an estimated 2 trillion galaxies. And you? You're on a dust speck orbiting a fairly average star, in a fairly average galaxy, in a universe that will eventually go dark. Here's the dangerous part. If we're not the center, if we weren't made with a purpose, if we're just animals with anxiety and Wi-Fi, then who are we? That's the core of the dangerous idea. It's not just science kicking over our sandcastle. It's the realization that the universe doesn't owe us meaning, doesn't care what happens to us. There is no cosmic referee keeping score, no divine hand guiding the outcomes. For some, that's horrifying. It means no destiny, no grand plan, just atoms colliding in the void. But here's the twist, it's also liberating. Because if the universe didn't give us meaning, we get to create it. We're not puppets. We're authors, artists, builders of our own stories. Our kindness, our creativity, our curiosity, they matter because we make them matter. And look at what we've done. We built cities, we invented music, we developed mathematics and told stories around fires. We decoded DNA, we split the atom, we landed on the moon and sent a golden record into space, just in case someone out there wants to know what Earth sounds like. Another fun fact, the Voyager 1 spacecraft, launched in 1977, is now over 15 billion miles from Earth and still transmitting data. A metal messenger from a species that figured out how to launch itself into the stars. And yes, we're flawed. We argue, destroy, we meme, but we also hope, we also try. The dangerous idea isn't that we're meaningless. It's that meaning isn't handed to us. It's something we build together every day. The universe is vast, cold, and mostly empty. But somehow, in one tiny corner, a species emerged that could look up, ask questions, and laugh at cat videos. Maybe that's what makes us special after all. Not that we were chosen, but that we can choose. That might be the most dangerous idea science ever had, and the most empowering one too.